What is happening, Cryptosomniacs? How are you guys doing? Today is Friday, November 30th, the last day of the month. Looking for some positive candle closeouts. Awesome news going on today. XLM taking the number 4 spot. Can it surpass ETH? All this and more right here on Cryptosomniac. Stay tuned. All right, what is happening, guys? Let's get into it. Tons of good news going on today, and all kinds of action in the market over the last 48 hours. Some positive, some negative. So we'll take a look at it and see which way we think Bitcoin might move before this weekend is over. Boy, is anybody coming to hang out today? I know it's an odd hour, guys. This is the soonest I could get live. We were having a little bit of trouble with our website this morning, so I was trying to sort that out. Anyway, yeah. While the chat is slow, let's just go ahead and get into the basics here. 2,073 cryptocurrencies on the market, so that has come down a little bit. Market cap moving in the positive direction, $131 billion. That is pretty solid. That is up, I think it was like at 126 yesterday, so it definitely had some good money come into the market. $16 billion in 24-hour volume, which is pretty commensurate with what we saw yesterday. Bitcoin dominance does remain high at 53.5%. Elizabeth, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. We're here but slow. No worries. All good. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, so cool news that I saw today. Look at this, guys. Let's just take a look here at the top 100, and what do you see there? My good friend Stellar has overtaken Bitcoin Cash for market cap and moved into the number 4 spot. So pretty fantastic news for the Stellar fans like myself. You know, Stellar has held its price and defended it very, very well over the course of this year, and that's just because I think they are making moves and moving in the right direction. You know, while Ethereum has been struggling with their scaling solutions, and then Bitcoin Cash has had its hash wars, etc., Stellar has just kind of kept their head down and kept building things. So I'm like, snap, awesome. Anyway, all right. So that's pretty dope news, and let's just go on over and take a look at Stellar. And look at this beautiful chart, guys. This is seriously all still lining up with my. I mean, really, look at this. All these calls stand, right? All these calls stand. So if this is you know, I've literally. You could have been playing, you know, the swing trades this entire time and just buy in these areas and sell up here and doing pretty well as it bounces around. So, I mean, that would have given you from, basically you had the whole month. You had a couple opportunities to make some money with Stellar. So if you did ride the train, pretty awesome. I would say these things still hold. And again, you know, if Bitcoin does decide to dump, which we'll talk about that in a minute, but if Bitcoin does decide to dump, then of course I think it could pull Stellar down a bit, but you know, just look at this for the year, guys. Stellar has defended its price very, very well over the course of this year. You know, when compared to many other tokens. So, boy, it's starting to get kind of messy when I squish it. All right. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I would say these stand, and what I see here actually is looking to be like a cup and handle for me. So. This was in the 2 hour, I was seeing it. Zoom this a bit, and I guess it was on the 4 hour. Yeah, so I was starting to see like this is looking a little bit cuppish. I think maybe these big candles here are going to invalidate that pattern, but I do like this. This is moving in a positive direction and starting to look like it's going to print a little bit of a pennant there. Do you see that? Generally, those do tend to stay bullish. So, you know, if this was something that you were looking to try to get in on, I would potentially put my buys down, you know, around these same areas. All right, 37-ish, 37.60-ish, and about 38.40 to 38.50-ish, somewhere in there, and just see. But again, guys, I would make sure you are entering tight stop losses on this. Don't get caught doing what I did, where you're like, oh, I think it's going to come down and bounce off this, and keep going. Make sure that whatever you're going to buy, you've already got enough in your wallet to cover and set a stop loss at the appropriate level. That would be that I'm trying to take my own best advice on that one. That is someone I have failed to follow through on a couple of times recently. So don't do what I did. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Looks like you guys are super chatty here. And what's happening? So shout out Lentech TV. What's going on? Nick Falzano. Good afternoon. It is still before afternoon here where I'm at, but Matt S. What's happening? 4Leaf Crypto. What's happening? I've seen you in the Moon Lounge. Nice. Elizabeth, always a longtime fan. Loving having you in the Moon Lounge lately, and just great all around. I'm really proud of the community we have, guys. Honestly, you guys are awesome. Yeah, let's see. Rocket Fuel. Hey, Adaptional Ideas, what's happening? Brit VR, what's happening? Guys, just so you know, I'm going to be going on Brit's show. I think we're going to do a pre-recorded, and he'll be publishing it after the fact, but Brit and I'm going to go on his show, and we're going to have a conversation coming up here pretty soon. So he was on Trader Talk very recently, and so I'm going to go on his show, and we'll all have a fun conversation about crypto and the future of the markets, and hopefully I can learn some more about mining. So shout out, Britt. Thanks for watching, dude. Let's see. Charts are great, but a lot of the reason XLM is go up is because, yes, 100%, Nick. I do not refute that at all. I have highly been speculating on Stellar as the next most likely asset to get listed at Coinbase. I've been saying this vocally for weeks now at this point. But yeah, I think I think Stellar still has plenty of room to move. And, again, if you were to just looking for swing trades, if I were looking for short swing trades on this, I'd be looking to pick up anywhere between this range and looking to start exiting it by these green lines. So looking to start exit by about 4K sats, 4130 sats, and 4241 sats. I would not even fully exit this trade because, in fact, I need to adjust this fib now. So bear with me a moment because this is no longer accurate, because it pumped out of that range a bit. All right, there we go, and it starts to actually make a little bit more sense about. In fact, I'm gonna pull it back on what I said earlier, and I would not look to enter any of the trades that are below that 76 fib there. So I would not look to enter any of the trades that are below about 3,700 because that would fall into what is my no trade zone. So you could look to, I look to pick up on any of these areas, and then again, look to take profit by there. I think I would probably try to completely exit this trade, by about 4280 sats, something like that, roughly. You could wait for it to come back up, but generally, depending on, again, it's going to ultimately depend on what Bitcoin does, because if Bitcoin takes a dip, it might pull this off a bit for Stellar, because Stellar has worked a little bit of independent from Bitcoin, but altcoins still follow the alpha. So anyway, all right. So let's see. Show me the money, says Billy Boy 11950. Certainly will try to at least help you not get wrecked in a bear market. Whatever I can do. What's happening, Chris Menard? What's happening, my man? Got caught holding a drop on ETH. Oof. Boy, that's a bummer, man. Like I said, the only ETH I'm still holding is my long-term stack, which is stuck in my Trezor. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to make up its mind. I am actually strongly considering just going heavy into Stellar. Yeah, I hope Sam comes back for the bull run too, man. I really do. But like I said, guys, if you do want to be able to have a little bit of interaction with him, you should join our Discord server. And how do you join the Discord server? Well, if you look right up there at the top, I've got a little banner that goes on. It's right above me right now. Join our free Discord server. So if you want to, you can pop in there, and he does come in there periodically when he can. So if you want to interact with Sam, that is probably your best chance for the moment. While we're looking at ETH, let's just look at this right now. I will say this. That's starting to look like a little bit of a falling wedge. And this is on a 4-hour time frame. So we may see some positive movement out of ETH on this. Oops. The tool. There we go. It's looking kind of falling wedgy. So on the 4-hour, let's take a look at this on smaller time frames and see if it looks like ETH is going to go for a run, because that would be nice. Well, so this is not good. I was going to say this was starting to look like sell pressure decreasing, but then starting to increase again. Let's check it out on the MACD. Yeah, it looked like, again, sell pressure starting to decrease. Let's look at smaller time frames. Boy, it's just trading right through that range, isn't it? RSI is looking decent on the 30-minute. It's a little run up on the 1 hour for the stochastic. Wait, no, I take that back. It is not run up on the 1 hour. Is it on the 2 hour? Nope, I don't know what I was looking at. That is, I'm tripping. So, yeah, it's looking decent on the 1 hour. Oh, it's run up on the 30-minute. Okay, my mistake. So that is starting to come back down, but I mean, still, it's not heavily in the oversold territory right now. Yeah, we might see ETH go for a little run here. So, you know, maybe if this was a short-term trade you were looking to enter, might consider somewhere at the bottom of these wicks, 110, and you know, maybe start to look exiting that trade around excuse me, between 120 and 122. I don't know, small percentage, guys. I don't know if it's worth the time. No, it's not bad actually. That's a 12% potential. But again, super tight stop loss on that. I would not want to get caught holding that bag. And the ETH knife has been falling left and right. So let's see what's my tolerance risk on that personally. If I buy in at 110 and it drops to, give it a little bit of room on that. I'd say I'd probably stop out at like probably about 107 bucks roughly. That'd be my stop there. So that way, if it does dip, you don't get caught holding a big bag. But it does look like there's some potential to run up there. So again, since Ethereum has pretty much started following Bitcoin's movements again, I would say be cautious with what Bitcoin does. But that's not a bad looking chart right there. Not a bad looking chart. All right, let's see what else. Why all in on XLM? Just because I'm a fan, and again with the speculation on the Coinbase pump or the Coinbase listing with the speculation on it, it's held up its price pretty well. You know, they're constantly building things. There's an IBM partnership that they have. There's a number of reasons. Do you guys not know about Stellar? Stellar's a pretty awesome project. So, thanks, Nick. Shout out, man. That's I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this content, please smash that thumbs up. Please hit that little bell so you know when we go live. We do try to do the best quality content we can, guys, and we do give away an awful lot of good information. So, I try to give the best, most accurate information I can, and I'm not going to sell you a big vial of hopium trying to tell you Bitcoin to moon, Bitcoin to moon, Bitcoin to moon if that's not what the chart is telling me. So, again, guys, I mean, Bitcoin the charting isn't 100% accurate. I can't predict the future. It's not a crystal ball, but it definitely helps get a much better idea than your average retail investor. So, yes, I saw that, Lazar. Zek got the nod at Coinbase. Yes, but that's already been. I mean, that's been a while, right? It's just that it's now actually available to trade. So, anyway, that Zcash speculation has been around a long time. Maybe am I tripping? I might be thinking about it being listed on Binance. Yeah, Long Range Crypto says biggest bag is Stellar. Nice one. Bat dumped before Coinbase listing. Buy the rumor, sell the news, guys. Right? You know, as soon as it's announced, that's when you sell. Right? People buy it up in anticipation of it getting up, but that's generally the way that is done. All right. So, all right. Let's see if I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. What's happening, Chris? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Smash up the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Hopper set on 1160 MA cross at 30 minutes. Nice pivot. Nice. Rocket Fuel, you're using Crypto Hopper. Nice, dude. It's a fun bot, man. I really like it. You know, like I said, I find it's better when in a sideways trading market, and then set your TA settings, turn on the buys, let it make buys, and then just watch it. When you get the notification that it made a buy, open that sucker up on another screen and just watch it. So as soon as you're up to a comfortable profit percentage, manual trigger that sell. But if you have to be away from your computer, you can leave that trailing stop loss on, and you know, that way you don't totally lose out. You don't quite always get as much profit, but you know, I've never had a trailing stop loss close me out at a negative, ever. I've always at least covered the exchange fees and a few extra percent. So again, I can't promise results, guys. This is just the results I've had so far, but I think Crypto Hopper is pretty badass. If you're interested in it, there's a link down below in the description that you can go take a peek. All right, so I think I'll wait out a fall, then get back in around 110, says Chris. With my amount of coin, it's worth small gains, but be good with just a pump to 115. Yeah, fair enough, man, fair enough. You know, guys, honestly, this is why I come on here and I talk about what my profit tolerance and loss tolerance is because ultimately this is what I'm hoping to teach you guys. You know, I'm hoping that this is the mentality you're starting to get. Is like, what's the potential that I have for how far I can gain, and then how much am I willing to risk as a loss to make that gain? And then also, how patient are you to wait for the trade to come to you, right? So, all right, let's see. Drady, not a fan of Ripple or Stellar. Okay, fair enough, Drady. People can like things. That is certainly your opinion. But so yes, Cryptosomniac says, let's hear a little bit about Satoshi. Yeah, let's just get into the news so I'm not just all Mr. Chart today. And where did I see it? Boom, here. This was the article I saw. So Satoshi posted on his P2P profile one word, and that word is Nour, N-O-U-R. So I was like, huh, what does that mean? Just out of curiosity, because why would Satoshi have posted this? And so I looked it up. Nour actually means light in, I think, Arabic or Sanskrit. I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. But it means light, and it's also apparently one of the names of God. Apparently, this is just what I read. But I just thought it was an interesting thing that if this is actually Satoshi Nakamoto posting it, why he would post it, and was hoping to find out what it meant. So maybe I could get an idea of what it might do for the market or do to the market. The short version of this is potentially this P2P profile has been compromised, and so it may not be the real Satoshi. It may be Satoshi Nakamoto, but it might not be, is the short version of it. So lots of speculation that this profile was hacked back in 2014, but if it is the real Satoshi, why? Why just one word and Nour? Strange. All right, so can we have a moment's silence for Crypto Love? Why? What happened to Crypto Love? Nour, the most loving, affectionate, and caring person you'll ever meet. Extremely smart, funny, and sensitive. A bit lost, still figuring out what she wants in life and how to reach it. Stubborn and not willing to take other people's advice. When she smiles, she makes you forget all the problems you have. Her hug will give you assurance that you have never felt and will never do. So maybe that's Satoshi trying to be like, guys, chill. The system is being built. The infrastructure is being built. The adoption is underway. Chill. I don't know. But pretty interesting stuff. And if it is the real Satoshi, you know, I've seen a number of different things coming out that Satoshi's going to move all of his coins, you know, out of the Satoshi wallets, and there's a bunch of rumors. There's a bunch of rumors. Listen, I'm not even going to spread this FUD. But yeah, interesting stuff. Feel free to go in and do your own research on it. But Crypto Love is burnt out. Oh man, that's a drag. Understandable though. You know, I mean, it's a rough market. It's hard, you know, especially with how much Randall makes videos. That dude puts out a lot of content. And you know, I mean, it's hard to make videos every day, especially in a down market or in a, you know, in a boring market, because you can just watch your portfolio value decline if you got in last year, or, you know, depending on, I mean, ultimately, no matter when you got in, you've been watching it decline unless you've been stopping out the entire way down. But yeah, I can see it, man. It's hard. It's difficult to come up with quality content every day. So yeah, right on, Banger Committee. He's a great dude, man. I like Randall. He's a really funny guy. He's a fun guy to hang out with. So, but I can understand his position. So maybe he can just take a little vacation and spend some family time or something. You know, go on a. I know he said him and his brother are into going on cruises, so maybe they go on a cruise. I hope the burnout doesn't stay forever, because I certainly am entertained by him, and he's a great guy. All right. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's Bitcoin is the one that's giving a hug, not Satoshi. Fair enough. If you invest in either, you have no Listen, Drady, I very clearly have an idea what Bitcoin is. I am constantly on here, well, talking shit about Ripple for one, and constantly talking about the importance of decentralization over private blockchains or, you know, anything like that. So don't get it twisted, dude. I'm also, I like money, and I don't not take a trade when I see an opportunity to make money. I think Stellar's a solid project. People can like things. I still hold way more Bitcoin than I hold Stellar, if that makes you feel any better. So XRP is not a blockchain, you're right. But it is a cryptocurrency. XRP lawsuit in progress. That's being settled, I'm pretty sure, unless there's a new one. Specifically about the that they were supposed to be ruled a security because everybody expected them to have gains. I mean, basically, it's the definition of a security. You're investing in it with the expectation of it to go up in value. So I'm pretty sure that settled out and they got off the hook, but maybe it's still underway. I could be mistaken. So I have zero knowledge. Hilarious, dude. You're funny, dude. I recommend you go ahead and look back on the channel if you think I have zero knowledge, but carry on with your bad self. Funny. Yeah, I'm a bag holder. My portfolio is still in the green. Listen, dude, I don't need to feed the trolls anymore, so let's just get back into the rest of this. But yeah, so truth hurts? Yeah, sure it does. I'm not holding any bags, friend. I've 86'd the majority of my bags. Let's see. What else have I seen in the news today that was interesting? Stellar Lumens, yeah, obviously I already talked about that. Overtook BCASH, which is great. So BCASH can take a hike. This was something I saw that was actually a little concerning. OKEX has been pressuring different tokens that are trading on their platform to increase their trade volume by any means necessary, and that's a little concerning, right? Because you should only want you should only want them to increase their trading volume by not any means necessary. You should want the trading volume to increase, obviously, but by any means necessary is a little dicey, right? That means that they are okay with increasing wash trading, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, those are things that are all illegal under the eyes of the SEC in a regulated financial market. Pretty concerning, and definitely doesn't give me the warm fuzzies for OKEX, Poloniex, or KuCoin talking about delisting tokens unless they exchange their or increase their exchange volume. That's a little dicey to me. So something that I wanted to point out, feel free to look into that. I saw this article over on Crypto Potato. So yeah, anyway, that was that. And let's see, what else here? I was just, yeah, looking at can Stellar at the rate that it's been going overtake Ethereum. And let's just take a big look at this. And in fact, why don't I do this? And hide this. And come on. With Bitcoin for the fair comparison. XP2 Bitcoin. Let's do it on Coinbase. So Ethereum is this red, right? Obviously Ethereum had pumped super hard, but look at that. I mean, comparatively, Stellar has held up stellar compared to how Ethereum has done over the course of the year. And granted, Ethereum was well overvalued at $1,200 per ETH. You know, that's just crazy when it went from $7 to $1,200 within, you know, 18 months or less. Bananas. So difficult to sustain that kind of hype. But I think Stellar, at the rate that it's been going, has a pretty good shot to overtake Ethereum. I would really like to see Ethereum solve some of the scaling issues, because I am definitely a fan of Ethereum overall. I like the idea of the world computer. I don't mind that it is, to quote Miko Matsumura, a vending machine for securities. I don't mind that so much. But anyway, so let's see, what else? Neo, are you still bullish? I've never been bullish on Neo myself. Snay and Sam both were fans. Me, not so much ever. I've never held any NEO. I've never invested in any NEO tokens. I am interested in ontology, but yeah, I haven't held any NEO, so I've never been bullish on NEO. Doesn't mean I don't think it's a solid project. It just wasn't one I got involved with. All right, so Crypto Love quits YouTube while Suppo carries on. There's no justice in this world. Yeah, it's sad, but guys, this is really the simple fact of the matter is as this market weathers on, unless we see a lot more money come in, there's people that got in the last, basically any time from the middle of 2017 through now that are reaching their stop loss, right? Like, and I don't just mean their investment stop loss, but like their stop loss for like how much personal time and energy investment they can give to it. And does that mean people are just like, screw crypto, we're done, this is over? No, that just means that they're like, all right, I got to take a step back, breathe, reassess some things. Who knows, man? I mean, there could be financial issues going on with it as well. I don't think so in Randall's case per se, but just, I'm saying in general. So, yeah, anyway, let's see. Chris. Yeah, emotional stop loss, right, guys? I mean, really, at a certain point, like if you take a beating in a market, it's okay to walk away. It really is, right? But does that mean that you should just be like, I quit, take my ball and go home? Not necessarily, but it's okay to step out of the market if you've taken enough of a beating. That being said, that is why we try to teach the kind of stuff that we teach in the Cryptosomniac Advantage, is to make better picks from the get-go, to figure out what kind of research you should be doing to help you make those decisions, and then just help you understand why we make trades the way that we make trades. So again, if you're interested, you can join our free Discord server for free. Just right up there at the top, you can see the link, paste that in your browser. It'll take you right there. If you've already got a Discord ID, jump right in and let's hang out. How about Track Mainnet? You think it'll dump afterwards? Listen, I like Track. I like the project. I support those guys. I'm a big follower. I think any project dumps when it hits mainnet. It's just a general rule. It'll dump, and then we'll see what happens after that. I mean, Tron was all the way up at like 1,200 Satoshis or something like that. I got off that train at 900. Mainnet went live. Price dumped. It's been trading around, what, like 3 something? It was like 3 something sats yesterday. Let's take a look. Yeah, 356, so who knows? I mean, Justin Sun has been out doing his thing, and he has been out doing his thing and actively campaigning. The guy is persistent as all get out, and you got to respect that. Let's see. All right, what else? What else here, guys? I think ARK just released mainnet. No one noticed. Well, that's good for the price, right? Are we going back down to 3.6 BTC, trying to hold 4K, but it seems weak? I personally think the BTC is going back down. Personally, just primarily because I don't think that the money influx that we've seen so far is going to be sustainable. And if you look at this, like, let's just get into it, guys. I haven't done any TA. I haven't done any TA on this at all today. So, also, what kind of time frame are we looking at here? All right, 30 minutes. Good, good. All right, so yeah, let's just look at Bitcoin here. And yeah, I don't need drawing tools for this. So, I mean, first of all, the stochastic RSI is stupid run up right now. So that's super high. We do see, this is actually a good sign that I see here, is looks like sell pressure is starting to decrease on the daily, on the squeeze momentum. So that's not a bad sign. And we did hit a buy signal here. Well, I guess that was on the 26th. So it's been a couple of days, and it's pretty much started to cool off there on the daily. MACD on the daily actually starting to look good. I would like to see this cross and pass up on a much harder, much more accelerated rate is what I would like to see, to feel like we might get back up to even 5K right now. I honestly think so, guys. I mean, here's my charts, and this is I gave this one away as a freebie today in the Moon Lounge. So this is honestly what I think, guys. I think realistically, I'm watching for 2 things. Is it going to? Oh, where'd my long-term support line go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this this dotted blue one, right? Again, it looks pretty far down here on the daily, but oops, no, I just got it super squished. That's what's going on. I don't have my logarithmic on. Guys, this looks so screwy. There we go. That makes more sense. So, okay. So, I suspect what we are going to see is Bitcoin is going to go up and support, test this resistance line right here at about 43.50 or so, because it's already basically double topped off there twice. I think we'll come down, and then I want to see if it respects this support right here. You guys see the dotted blue line? This is the long-term support, you know, going back all time. Come on, guy. And I think I was showing this yesterday as well. You can see that, guys. This is the trend line that Bitcoin has respected for a very, very long time. So, will it continue to respect this support trend line is my question. So I am waiting to see what goes on. Auto zoom again because it'll make it easier. Oops. Yeah, I'm waiting to see because it looks like it's going to dump a little bit more here. I mean, this doesn't give me any confidence right here. This is looking like a rising wedge. This is at the end of a bear flag. So even if this was a pennant or a rising wedge at the end of a bear candle like that, that generally signals for the decline. So I think this will probably go up, maybe test this resistance line right here and dip back down. I want to see how much it respects this long-term downtrend. So I would say, you know, I'm not entering any BTC trades. Any new ones I've got, I will say this, I have definitely got some trades down in this next order block, sitting there, being a market maker, right? Being a market maker. So I've got some orders in there in case the same thing that happens at 5,800 happens to me again. I would rather have super low buys at the bottom of the lower order block that fill than get caught holding the bag from up here. So that is what happened to me the other day with Bitcoin because I put in a buy order and forgot to cancel it before I started streaming, and I did not set a stop loss like an idiot. So I didn't take my own best advice. Anyway, all right. What else? What else? Oh, Travis, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've asked before, but I'm wondering, who knows what the fuck CKUSD is? Might be a stupid question. CKUSD. I don't know. Where do you see that, Adaptional Ideas? I'm not sure what CKUSD is. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Where did you find it? I've never heard of it. Decred project, what do you think? Here's what I think. I think Charlie Lee got involved in it, so I'm not touching it. Win Lambo. Hey, throwback. It's almost like it's a year ago. Okay. Yes, please do smash that like button, guys. CoinMarketCap currency, sweet, nice one. Adaptional Ideas. I'll take a peek at that. I don't know about it. I haven't seen it. So Chris Menard says I'm dead. It's called investing, not free money with no risk. Buy low, sell high. This applies to investing in crypto and stocks, commodities, and anything else. In fact, it's the same. Like there's basically two principles that you need to have: buy low, sell high, and pick up your gains. Right? Like if this is gambling, just pick up your winnings, man. Like play with house money. Once you've made back enough money that your investment is recouped, pull that out of the market and play with the house money, because that way you don't get wrecked, right? Even if you lose all that, once you're over your initial investment, at least your initial investment's out, so you never lose money at that point. That is, yeah, investing. Everybody, this is the problem. Too many people got involved between June and November last year, and they thought it was supposed to be green candles forever because that's what it looked like. It's not how markets work, guys. It's not how markets work. All right, so let's see. Yeah, let me, I'll pop that up. And I'm not going to look at it on the stream, Adaptional Ideas. I want to look into it a little bit. I'll see what I can find out. And I will report back next week. That's about all I got today, guys. Not a ton of other news out there. Oh, wait. That's a lie. There is one more. Bitmain, my favorite. Bitmain is launching a crypto index fund. So hopefully this is another attempt to get institutional investors to come into this market. they are doing that. So wanted to point that out. This is not something I will be getting involved in, obviously. I'm not an institutional investor, so that precludes me from the get-go. But I'm not a big fan of Bitmain as an organization, so this is not one I would support, even were I able to do so. But did want to say that, so this is something to watch out for, and something that could affect the price of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash coming up in the near future. Other than that, guys, I think that's about it. So unless you guys have anything from me, anybody? No? All right, guys. Well, then I'm going to call this and wrap it up. I will be back in Los Angeles in the studio next week, so I won't look so transparently weird. And hopefully the mics will be better again. And yeah, anyways, no, crypto is gambling. Investing is gambling. Playing the stock market is gambling. Anabolic crypto, that's what I'm talking about. I don't mess with gambling tokens per se. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you all have an awesome weekend. If the house starts to burn down, of course, on the weekend, I'll probably go live and jump on and we'll chat. But otherwise, oh, that's right, the Starbucks news. Yes, so this was something from yesterday, actually. Okay, good. Thanks for telling me, guys. See, this is I get too sidetracked here. But yeah, so there's more rumors. Somebody had posted this in the chat yesterday, and I looked into it, wanted to talk about it today. They're just saying that basically Backed CEO has currently discussing introduction Bitcoin as a payment system for Starbucks. So that is pretty impressive. We'll see. I'm hoping that Backed still goes forward as of January 24th. But it does look like there is actually a potential for Starbucks to be accepting cryptocurrency, and if that happens, guys, I think that would be actually pretty strong. That would be right up there with Amazon picking it up, or something like that. So I mean, just as far as that's right up there for mainstream investors with SEC approval for institutional investors, right? It's like the cosign. So definitely something to look out for early 2019. If this happens, this could be crazy. So the question is, do you want to spend your Bitcoin on coffee? I don't know. All right, guys, that really would be. Are you holding XLM long term? Yes, I am. XLM is one of my longest bags. So yeah, sure. I'll link the article. I'll put it in the chat right now. Yes, I think Coinbase is going. I think XLM has as likely of a chance to get listed to Coinbase as anything else. I still think it's more likely than Ripple. If you want to know what my XLM, what I was looking at for XLM, just rewind the stream long range crypto. I went through it all and I charted it out and everything. So it was right at the beginning of the stream. And let me post that. Oh, I did. Okay, good. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me for real this time. And if you want to help me out, first of all, smash those thumbs up and hit the bell so you know when we go live. Other than that, tell your people where to go to find the good crypto info and to learn to chart. Send them to Cryptosomniac. Send them here. Send them over to Cryptosomniac.com. Send them to our Discord server. We are just here to try to help push this thing forward and make adoption a reality. In the meantime, hopefully we can benefit ourselves financially, all of us together, getting sharper. And yeah, anyways, guys, otherwise, yeah, please do come over and check out our free Discord server. If you are a Discord user, you can just jump right in, post the link in your browser, and it'll take you over there. We'd love to have you. And we're always in there hanging out. So basically, it's like having the Moon Lounge in your pocket. Obviously, you don't have or should I say, it's like having the live stream in your pocket. You don't have access to all of it without the full Moon Lounge, but the free lounge is a pretty active community, and we do still do some charting in there and stuff like that. So we try to give out and provide as much value to this community as we can, and we do appreciate the support from each and every one of you. So thank you guys very much. Have a great weekend. I remain Jason from Cryptosomniac. Keep your stop losses tight, guys. I'm out of here.